issues with it, so it might not work, reliability and failures where an entire network might be down. And you can also have health and safety issues, which is another big one. So, for example, I mean, one of the things you definitely don't want is if you're trying to run your laptop and you're trying to connect it to a network, you plug in a counterfeit switch and it'll start smoking. The counterfeiters, they don't really care about making sure that their equipment is safety compliant. Cisco, on the other hand, we spend a lot of money and we take a lot of time to make sure all of our equipment is safe.
We like to take the stance on all levels, grade 8s, grade 7s, and up above, simply because the public safety aspect, where a lot of this problems coming in with counterfeit pills and extension cords and whatnot, are indeed exploiting and causing harm to different types of people.
The products that Cisco makes really works with empowering and powering the internet. So kids of all ages are really impacted and affected by counterfeit IT equipment, not just Cisco equipment, but counterfeit IT equipment in general. So it's very important for us to target younger kids as well, because this affects everybody.
The most things that we've seen lately are counterfeit DVDs and counterfeit gamings. They seem to be, out in public view, and they don't seem to care that they are out in public view. We find burn rooms all the time with, they're making several movies off these burn units. Organized crimes find that the punishment that is given from counterfeiting is not to the extent that, say, for example, drugs would be. So they use the counterfeiting as a lucrative market to finance further things that happen down the road. For example, bombings of buildings, prostitution. Judges and whatnot need to be educated more themselves so that they can understand the total involvement of why it's so important for us to get stricter laws and punishment because of these DVDs and gamings and whatnot, so they can understand the picture's not just that, but they've expanded their operations into, as I said, prostitutions and stuff like that.
Canada is extremely important for us as a video game industry. A lot of games are developed here. Some of the largest publishers, such as Electronic Arts and Ubisoft, is based here. So for us to actively get involved in protecting the brands and the copyrights and trademarks of our members is extremely important.
So why does piracy and all this stuff matter to me, and more importantly, why does it matter to EA? So basically, in a nutshell, this is people's careers. And when you steal games, you're actually stealing people who build games for you. And this actually has a really big effect on jobs in Canada.
If people are not purchasing the products and the products are being stolen from that business, you have to think logically, how long can that business be sustained in the form that it is right now? Things are going to have to change. And usually when something is stolen, the change revolves around things being smaller and not as much choices as people would like. So I think preserving our brands is preserving the choices. I think a lot of people that play video games really do respect the developers of the games. So I think they want to see these brands succeed. They want to see the people make the games succeed in the long run. So I think a lot of folks that are truly fans of the video game industry don't want to steal from it.
Canadian Anti-Counterfeiting Network provides a forum for industry to try and address some of the problems that they're facing in cooperation with law enforcement, Health Canada, etc. And having an organization that is addressing counterfeiting in particular allows you to have an organization that goes beyond industry lines, so that we're not dealing just with, for instance, the video game industry. We're dealing with that industry and also the electrical industries and all industries. And I think it's very important that you do address all industries and that you have an effective means for partnering with government, which is what the Canadian Anti-Counterfeiting Network provides.